We're doing an auction, a live auction, ladies and gentlemen. And even if you're not bidding on anything, it's so worth it to watch the amazing pipes of Joe Bodnar. Give it up for Joe.
Welcome to Bodnars, Bids, and Banter. I'm your host, Joe Bodnar, and my lovely wife...
Hi, I'm Maureen.
Bodnar.
Yes.
Yes, Maureen Bodnar.
That's implied,
That
sir.
is implied, but I always like to say, you took my last name. I appreciate that very much.
Yes. Much to my mother's chagrin.
Exactly. At any rate, our special guest today, we have...
Janet,
yes.
Tracy,
Oh my God.
Erica,
And Erica. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to all of you.
Good morning, good evening, good
Good
morning.
night.
Exactly. That's right.
Good morning, good evening, good night.
Yes, exactly. At any rate, what a day. I'll tell you.
It's Friday.
Well, it is Friday, but let me tell you something. I hate jeans. Why don't they make jeans that actually fit? You know, I'm so glad that we came back to
Wait
it
a
and
second.
I was able to put shorts on. I mean, my goodness, jeans are the worst.
Yeah.
You know, I can't help but disagree.
I don't know.
No
man.
one wants to see below this, okay?
I think we should start a nudist colony auction. What do you think?
No.
no.
I'm not ashamed of my body. Maybe.
What? We
I
could,
love my body.
there you go.
That's
See,
right.
we could tattoo your buyer number
Well,
right
you
across
have-
your chest. And
look
you
at
can
this.
just go.
Excuse me,
employees.
that was outlawed in the 1800s, sir.
Well, yes, I guess it was. But what I'm saying is that you could have a permanent
penis.
buyer number, and okay,
It's gonna be-
buyer 231.
Tracy, Christian, and chicken.
I don't know. Today was such a struggle. They don't make jeans that are comfortable. I think the Chinese are making the jeans these days to make you like pissed off. What do you think?
It's a whole conspiracy against one singular person,
It
and it's
is.
Joe Bodnar.
It is. I don't know. I wore jeans to be professional out on the pickup today.
Well-
and I died. My ass crack is out. It wouldn't fit right. I mean, my God, I don't understand. It's just terrible.
Change your name to Plumber Joe.
Plumber Joe, that could be just fine by me. Maybe I'd be making more money as a plumber, I think.
You should just do what the rest of us do. On those days, you need to move around. You need to be comfortable.
I guess.
Leggings.
Leggings.
Oh, I do men wear leggings?
No,
men in
but you can
tights, I
start a
guess, like a
trend.
man
Men
in
in
tights.
tights.
I mean, I only did that in high school, but I mean that was because I was part of the magical group singing. But I don't know, man.
Four-letter word, Joe.
This is my life
Belt.
now.
A belt? I had a belt. But the belt goes around and it makes you have to pee every 10 minutes. So, I mean, listen, I don't know. Listen, but I just think I can't stand. I'm so glad to be back here in my shorts. This is why I love the new world where we're. Well, I would wear shorts at the auction anyway, live, but now I wear shorts with a suit and tie. It's much better.
Yes.
Life
Got
is better.
influenced by Kevin. You were like, I could see that. That look
I
works.
can do it too.
I guess so. Well, I was rocking shorts. I was rocking shorts when we did the Cape May auction. I put shorts with a suit jacket on it. That's
Yes.
Your very first auction here after the pandemic, I got the photographs from Janet.
that's quite possible. I was.
No,
wearing
you
shorts.
definitely were like in boxers.
You were in sweatshorts.
You were like in sweatshorts
Yeah,
and like a
sweatshorts.
fancy top. And Janet like sent
Very
me the photo.
casual.
You must have sent it to her.
I
She
sent it to
me.
Janet.
Yes.
Is that what happened? I don't remember
Maureen
this.
sent it to me. I sent it to Eric.
We had a video feed of this. I guess we had even the first day we did a
we
live
had
feed.
a video feed. Yeah.
I guess we did have a live feed, but at that time, not all the platforms had live feed, right? We just had it on the one platform.
It was just you guys. Like
You
you
expect
guys
me to
didn't show
remember
the
that.
items.
Well, I do
but-
remember. Yeah, during the pandemic, we actually ran the auction upstairs here.
Yeah,
I mean, it was,
that's where it was. It was in
I
your
rolled
office
out of bed,
upstairs.
literally roll out of bed, go right to the computer. Bathroom was right across
that
the street.
was the most convenient thing for me.
It
I was
was.
literally right outside the bathroom.
It was right outside the
He would be
bathroom.
selling, and I'd be like, "Stall,
Yeah.
stall."
Exactly. We go 20, get on my 20, get on my 20, get on my 20. Hurry up. You done yet?
It was.
But that's how it was.
super
You
convenient.
rolled over and peed, came back and bid. That's how it was. I don't know, but that's really the gig. But
I don't know why that got me.
I guess
Because I just imagined 329. 329.
exactly. So I mean, it went. But that I get. Well, I guess that's when the shorts. Did I wear shorts at the Expo Center?
No, not really.
Never.
No.
You were
Never.
fancy.
I was fancy.
You were fancy.
man.
I was more of a shirt and tie kind of
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
I guess I was always wearing a
Definitely.
suit. Yeah, right? I guess I wore a suit almost every sale.
You wore that god awful suit that didn't fit you.
I did? Oh my
How
god.
did your ex-wife ever let you leave the house?
I
like
don't
that?
know. I don't know. I had the same
what
suit
color
from the
was
day I got married.
It was
I guess.
black, but it was just so
Poorly
ill-fitting.
cut.
Oh my god! Like the
Man.
arms came. You know what I mean? Like because they take like guys with big and tall, and they assume that you're like 10 feet tall, and for some reason your armpits down here, and
They never tailored it properly.
and it was probably a year, and I was like, that's it.
I don't
That's it.
remember.
Get the car.
Aren't you glad you're finding
we are
this out now?
Going.
I think that suit's upstairs still.
Oh no, he
Go
knew.
try it on.
Go get it on.
He knew my hatred of that.
No,
suit.
yeah, that was my black
You
suit.
didn't burn it?
No.
I would have burned
Oh,
it.
he doesn't get rid of anything. We've had this conversation.
I am
He's
not the
a
hoarder. I am not the hoarder. No hoarding. No. I'm not.
The first step towards recovery is admitting the problem,
That's
buddy.
I
right.
understand.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
occasionally I feel maybe I might be a hoarder, but I don't think. No. I'm
So
not a
anyway,
hoarder.
yeah, he had this awful, ill-fitting suit, and I took him to an actual tailor and got it tailored to him, and he was like, "Oh,
And
this is."
this is why a
Good
nudist
clothing.
auction would be better. We wouldn't be looking at people's suits.
Sorry.
Yeah, different kind of suit, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. I guess a different kind of suit.
Your birthday suit.
Oh, see, they say birthday suit. I went straight for meat suit.
I don't know, but
Meat suit.
anyway, yes,
That would be
jeans.
your most popular auction because they would just be like, I want this. Yes, I'll take that, please. Wait, what did I just spend money on?
I guess so. It would be an interesting auction for sure.
It
that's
would
for
be
sure.
an interesting auction.
But yeah, jeans, hate them. Sorry, I just had to bring that up because the jeans were driving me nuts today. I was so glad to get back here and put on shorts, and I was like, I mean, all winter. You guys could all contest. I've been wearing shorts out there, 20
All
degrees.
Winter.
All
long.
winter.
Oh, you're one of those freaks.
Yeah,
He is one of those
I'm
freaks.
shovel
He doesn't
snow
wear
in shorts.
sandals.
I was gonna go there.
Right?
But Alan's in
I don't know
sandals.
who's
yeah.
a bigger freak.
He's sitting there in shorts. Oh yeah, true. In
Sandals
shorts.
or shorts.
And the rest of us have like scarves and earmuffs and
Layers and thermals
jacket coats
and two
and
pairs
here he
of
is in
socks.
shorts.
I reserve this for special moments. That's some white people shit.
I guess so. Listen, I don't know, man, but I like the shorts.
I mean, I even have electric socks.
But
My
listen,
feet are plugged in.
I am going out in that hot tub every night at 10 degrees. You know, it has been windy at night, but
Yeah.
it's just cold getting there. It's not too bad coming back. I know you don't like coming back, but anyway,
nice.
I like it out there.
fun.
I don't know. That's the gig. Who knows? But I feel like this week we actually all came together. I mean, if you look at the build, first off, we had so many different weeks here between Christmas, New Year's, everything else. It's been so like sporadic. Nobody working. Everybody wants off. Erica
me.
raises her hand. Yes, everybody wanted off. But I feel like this was the first accomplished week where, number one, through the holidays, the building it's done
Finished.
for the most part. It's finished. So
Construction is pretty much finished.
construction is finished. The
Painting
ceiling
is
is
done.
black. The floor is black. Thank you.
Welcome. You're welcome.
There's some paint. There was paint all over you.
Oh yeah, I was covered.
Yes, you
Oh,
were covered.
yeah, we painted the one little frame that one day, and I looked at my sweatshirt after I pulled it out of the wash. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
We painted for 5 minutes, and I'm just covered.
But yeah, no, I think the building looks,
It looks great.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
it
think it looks
looks
great.
great.
Erica,
It
what do you
looks
think? It
fabulous.
looks great.
I think it looks amazing.
Oh my
Oh
God!
my God!
Yes. This
She
is full
was
circle.
So
Full circle.
Against it.
You were so against it.
When
You were
we
like, "Why are you
first
painting that
started-
ceiling black? It's so dark."
depressing in
It's
here.
I know.
You did,
I know.
but it grew.
Go
on
into
you.
the lore. What are you talking about? I'm so confused right now.
But it's okay. I like it.
It looks good,
Yeah,
right?
it looks good.
wonderful.
Because the white tables balance it out.
Right.
So I don't feel so depressed.
She didn't
Right.
see the
I
vision.
love
No,
the
she
set.
didn't.
It
I
looks
did
good,
not
right?
see the vision.
Fabulous.
I have no creativity. I'm a book
see-
smart type of girl.
Tracy
no
saw the vision
creativity.
I loved
immediately.
it. I
She
knew.
was like, I'm all about it.
Yes.
So I
do
think-
it.
I think we should all feel accomplished about that because the building has come together, and now we just have to get into the cycle of how it's going to maneuver because
The flow.
the flow of the merchandise. Because
changed.
for those who don't understand our flow, it's basically like it comes into the building, it gets unpacked, it gets cataloged, then it gets photographed, then it gets stored, then it gets put out, then it gets shipped. So there's like a cycle we had conveyor belts that could only make it that
I've
easy,
been
right?
saying that for years.
So-
we need a conveyor system.
So I think with the system we put in play, I think it's going to make it flow even better that way. Where there's going to be one less handling in there. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know as
I
far
don't know if
as
it's
putting
one
it
less
back into the
handling,
storage.
but what's nice about it is we can keep going.
Yes.
Like right now,
Like we're all set up right now. We have 3 sales going.
We have-
on 3 large tables.
I
We
just
never
posted
had
that.
the space for that.
I just posted it on Facebook. I don't know if you caught it, but while you guys were, I took pictures of all you behind your
you
backs.
did?
Yes, on
yeah,
Facebook.
Erica's working on a comic book sale.
Yeah, I
and
said 3 sales are being typed right now, and I got all 3 of you. You tabbed you there,
yeah.
you there, you there, and you. I
Jack's
got all-
working on
all 4 of you.
jewelry.
Yep.
I'm working on the historical sale.
Yep.
And you're off goofing off all day with the
Oh
boys.
shit! I was goofing off.
We're goofing off.
No, I was picking up.
Splitting logs.
I was
Splitting logs.
Splitting
He was
logs.
lumberjack Joe.
Lumberjack.
Yesterday
Plumber
was
Joe,
lumberjack Joe. Today I was
Plumber
pickup
Joe.
Today was plumber Joe. So yes, we did split logs yesterday.
Yeah.
I was Paul Bunyan.
You were Paul Bunyan.
You know, I was out there with this chainsaw cutting up wood
Was.
because, with this cold weather,
didn't
man, we
send me
can't
a
get this house
picture.
above 62.
Our house is cold. Even right now. I don't know
It
about
feels
you guys,
good
but
right
I'm
this second
cold.
in here, but it's definitely like 63, 64 in here. But we
cold.
ran out of wood, and our brainstorm was just cut down some
We
trees.
have all those dead trees
We do have
out
dead
there.
trees in the back. We keep cutting it down. It's actually, I'll tell you what, we got a wood splitter.
Log splitter.
Oh, log splitter?
Yeah.
Same thing, wood splitter, log splitter. It splits the wood. It's so much easier than try. First, I was out of breath fucking chainsawing the thing. I was like, oh my God, I thought I was going to die with the chainsaw. It's supposed to be easier, right? But I don't know, man. It was not easy.
Sounds
No.
difficult.
You want
It was difficult.
I think
Give me
we should have a
chainsaw,
trip
I'll do
into
it.
the woods and get wood. What do you think? Tracy's in. I like it. It's not easy.
No.
It's a pain in the
Tracy
neck.
really makes me look like a shithead.
Well, when you put it like that,
Man, I'm out.
Yeah, right?
And he wins.
How so? What? Tracy's the kind of person.
nah, you got that black survival instinct. You're like, I ain't fucking going out there.
Like, you want me to go in the woods? You're bananas.
We're the first to die in these fucking movies. Out of your mind.
I guess so. I don't know.
What
man.
I love about Tracy is like when I built Tracy the table for the photograph.
Let's go.
And I put the top on it and I have the circular saw out and Tracy's like, "Can I try?
Can I help?
Can I do it?"
And
like,
I'm
"Yeah,
underneath
here."
the table. Like,
Erica's
I hope
like,
they don't see me.
I'm scared. I don't want to be near that thing.
Give me a power tool. Let's
Tracy's
go.
like, "I like this."
Y'all must have not watched Final Destination.
See, you're with me. Thanks. At least I have somebody.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's called Logic.
Listen, I think it would have been a lot easier just to buy a half a cord for $300 versus what I did yesterday. But I felt manly. I was
primitive.
I don't know. Can you imagine how they did this 100 years ago?
No.
My God, I know we watched those shows.
Yeah, you can. I did it.
Oh, there you go. But man, wow. Whoa. But I'm just saying, how could you? You know how hard it is.
So sorry.
That's all right. But we thank you for that. We appreciate what you did.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service, sir. However, think about 100 years ago. You would all summer cut down trees, stack them up, get the hay, get the chickens, get the cow, put it on some
Harvest
salt.
The wheat.
I mean, think about how you lived 100 years. I mean, think of where we've come in 100 years. I mean, it's
That
really
wasn't even
amazing.
that long ago. Like,
No, it's not. It really isn't that long ago. I don't disagree. I mean, it's just insane when you look at even some of the primitives we sell in the antiques and collectible world. These things that they were using are so primitive and ridiculous, and
It goes into toys. Look at kids, how unsafe kids' toys were back then.
Yeah.
All
Painted with
metal and lead and
tin.
I
The
mean,
good old days.
The good
Yeah.
old days.
It's like-
or even if you look at our Christmas tree and the other tree, we have candles on our Victorian tree. They lit candles on their Christmas
Yeah.
tree. How the place didn't burn down is insane when you think about it.
They were all sitting there when they did it, and it was a one-night deal. That was it.
I
Like,
guess. When
not
they-
like this, where
You
you're
pack
talking
those
about taking down the
ones.
decorations, and you're like, leave them up till Easter.
I would like to leave them up to Easter.
Back then, you put your tree up on Christmas Eve, you had Christmas Day, and then it came down. That was it. Goodbye.
I know. I always say Christmas is every day. That's what I say. Speaking of Christmas, did everybody enjoy their Christmas gifts?
Yes.
I loved it.
You all got something, right?
Yes,
I forget. What did you get?
I got gift cards.
Gift cards.
Gift cards. One for me to get food to order out, and Barnes & Noble when I need to escape my house.
There you go.
Yeah, I think I wrote
I know
in
there
there.
was a theme behind
Yeah,
it.
there was
That
a
I-
There was a theme behind
You know,
it.
Yes, it was
yes.
perfect.
And you got some.
I got a terrarium.
All right.
So excited. I put cuttings in there already.
Cool.
It's ready. Growing.
Great. And you got.
I got a Jim Shore's life-size Stitch.
All right. That's cool. And you said you were going to keep it up all year.
I'm keeping it up all year, so I am
He's
converted
cool.
to the weirdo side because he is a Christmas Stitch,
Just
and
called
he is
me a
not
weirdo.
ever leaving my fireplace.
It's
This
cool.
is awesome.
You got a gift too, sir, right?
Yes, I did.
I heard that you're still playing with it.
Yes, I am.
That's why you were late today, actually.
Straight up.
You got.
I got a Ghostbusters Neutrona wand for a proton pack. It's the geekiest thing here, but I don't care. I love it so much.
Right.
He cried at the party.
I did cry at the
Yeah,
party
no,
because I love it so much.
It was the greatest moment for me when
It
It really was.
was.
I
It
love
was.
They were
Because you
all-
don't understand. They didn't just get because there's been them that they're out. You can buy them. But they got the limited edition special one that I was like, I ain't going to get that one.
Right.
And then they had the nerve to surprise me and make me cry in
Dare
front of
you.
people.
That was good. No, it was great. I'm glad.
I got a rep to keep up. I can't show emotion. Come on.
No,
I loved it, though. Thank you.
Well, no problem. I thought the holiday party went spectacular. My gift was you guys all coming and enjoying yourselves. That's
It
my
was
gift.
wonderful.
I mean, you got more
so
stuff.
good.
Well, yes, I got more. No, okay, yes. you
Clearly,
got-
my pocket is a little bit lighter.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
did
know.
get gifts. Yes, thank you. I would be enjoying that Morden Steakhouse.
I
Absolutely.
was gonna
yes.
say, we were just talking about it. I'm so ready. I love Morton's
That's Atlantic
Steakhouse.
City trip in 2 weeks. Yes, I'll be down there spending that money, and yes, we appreciate that very much. But no,
Yeah, no.
really, the biggest gift you guys can give me was showing up. So
That's right.
that is
Every
the big
year,
thing.
though, for us, you put on this party that you not only just have a party, you cook for us out of
Right.
your heart. Maureen decorates the house. There's not many bosses that do stuff like that. You
Right.
guys are we're family.
Well, thank you. I do that, shirtless with a thing. If you can vision that.
No.
We're back to nudist
No.
cooking. We can go nudist cooking. What do you think?
I think you're gonna burn your thing off.
I guess that could happen. But yes, no,
Yeah.
I enjoy cooking. I enjoy cooking the Hungarian food and everything. else.
enjoys
I do.
making-
It was
It was
so
delicious.
good.
Loved.
We ate Hungarian food for a week.
Oh my god, I'm
Afterwards.
I ate
over
so
it.
much cabbage and kobas.
Oh my God.
I ate smoked kobas for 3.5 weeks, and I couldn't stop farting. I farted for 3.5 weeks straight. It was
I'm
terrible.
so sorry, Marie.
It was so good though.
Yep.
I can't help it.
Yep.
It was tremendous.
He's not even remotely lying.
I'm not lying. It was so good. I love it.
at all.
Nope.
It's so bad, but it's so good.
Oh, I'm so glad it's all gone.
Yeah, I'm glad it's all gone.
So glad.
Maureen said that with a whole chest. She was like, I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Nah, that's
Terrified.
Kobas is so good, man. I enjoy.
That was the first time I'd ever had plenty of those dishes.
Like
And they-
Hungarian
Yeah,
food.
Hungarian food. It was good.
Well, you don't see it. So we had stuffed cabbage, we had sekele goulash, we had what
Chicken
else?
paprikash.
chicken paprikash, and cabbage and noodles. Halushka is what I would call it. We had a great keflis from a.
I didn't realize how
Tracy's,
much
grandma.
cabbage was so a part of the.
It
Yes,
really
well,
is.
cabbage was cheap.
That's what they grew in
Yeah, and that's what they
Europe.
grew in
Yeah.
Europe. Yeah.
Cabbage and
It was cheap.
potatoes and cucumbers.
Yeah. Think about it now. Cabbage is even cheap. I mean, to make those cabbage deals, dishes, cheap as anything, just throwing in some cabbage and some butter. It's like nothing.
Yep.
But you know what's crazy though? Think about it. You go to all these restaurants, you can't really get a Hungarian dish out. There's not many places that
No.
serve chicken paprikash or
Right.
anything like that. You just can't find it. There used to be a Hungarian restaurant here in town, and Friday nights they played a violin, and it was really fantastic. But they went out of business. That was Aranka's, and they went out of business many years ago. But I loved it. But they're done. I don't know. All right. Well, we'll be right back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey, Joe Bodnar here, reminding you our next record scheduled sale is February 13th. www.bodnarsauction.com. The Brooklyn Estate, make sure you check it out. Antiques, collectibles, artwork, sterling. Check it out. bodnarsauction.com. Now, back to the show. Hey, welcome back to the show. All right, Janet.
Yes.
We've been around and together for...
I met you when you were 17, I think,
Wow, 17.
working
That's
at
scary.
an auction, and you were the runner.
Young.
Yes, I
punk.
was.
He was, and he would,
It's a punk.
and he would get distracted. So he was the runner, and he'd be holding up something, and he's looking around.
Oh, Joanne.
Yeah.
Basically, yes.
I was not like Joanne, but go ahead.
No. Okay, you weren't that.
She's listening. I'm sorry, Joanne. We love you, but go ahead. Next. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I met you at the auction, and
All your kids are like babies.
all my kids were babies. 2 of them weren't born when I met you.
Wow, that's crazy. Now
I
that's
had
insane. That's
Brittany
insane.
and Devin, and think about it, all 4 of my kids have worked for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
that's
My
true.
daughter met her husband at the auction.
Yep.
Yes.
My daughter got engaged in a jewelry sale
Yep.
Yes, she did. Yes.
with the auctioneer.
Yes.
Yes, he bought a ring, and then
From Joe.
Yeah. From the auction.
From the auction.
So give it to me right now.
Did he
Will you
buy
marry
that?
me?
Will you marry me? Will you marry me?
No way.
What's it? Were we selling the ring?
Yes, we
Oh,
were
I didn't
selling
realize we
the
were
ring.
selling. I don't remember that.
Yeah,
part.
we
Brittany
were.
saw it.
I thought we set up the.
No,
Oh.
we were selling.
Better
the
yet, I should have ran him. I mean, we should have got him up to
could've.
$5,000 for God's sake.
You
know
could've.
he wouldn't have backed out at that moment. I'm sorry.
Right.
Go ahead.
He, Brittany fell in love with the ring. She wanted it,
Right.
and he came over to me and Emil and said, "Is it okay? I want to propose to her here at the auction."
Right.
Yep.
And we're like, "That's awesome. We love him. He's great." And he was the auctioneer, and he bid it on the ring, and she didn't realize he was bidding. I saw the video.
Yeah. I
And then
remember.
Maureen was in, your dad was in. You weren't in the room because you were auctioneering. And he stopped the auction and he started saying, I've spent so many years here and this is my family. And Loud Gary and Quiet Gary were in the front row. And they're going, he's quitting. He's quitting. The way he said it. And he's like, no, I'm not quitting. And then he went into a speech how he met us all. And he said really nice things about me, which
Right.
is you can't ask for anything better for a son-in-law. And then he turned around and said, Brittany, will you marry me?
Right,
And
right.
put the ring on her finger. And everybody was clapping. And this was my first time really like getting close and knowing Monica. Monica then went out to box lots. She bought a box of champagne flutes.
Yep.
She went home. She baked a cake, stopped at the liquor store, got champagne, wrapped it all up, and drove back to the auction. And within 2 hours, she had this like party going.
This was before she worked for me.
Yes.
I was going to say, she didn't do all this on the clock.
No.
I was going to say, she did all this on the. She was supposed to be taking care of customers.
No, it was before she worked for
Yeah,
us.
a lot of shit happens in that jewelry room.
That
back
jewelry
in the day.
room,
My
hey.
God.
Oh, we had fun.
We were
man.
hop. What? That room was hop.
I couldn't see what
the
was happening.
best
It was
room to be in.
best room.
We'd
See,
have
you know.
so much fun.
See,
Yes.
back at the Ukraine Center, we had this big auditorium. And then there was this annex that we called the jewelry room. So now, when I was up on stage, I could see everything that was happening. I could see, because we had the room broken into 3 auctions. So I would have the stage auction, we would have a box lot sale in the middle and another sale in the back. And I could see everything that's going on. But I couldn't see what was
couldn't see
happening.
the
I couldn't see the
jewelry
jewelry
room.
room. And I had walkie-talkies on everybody.
Yeah.
And when somebody would disappear for a long time, like, are they in the jewelry room? Get them back out here and get them out. Right? I used to do that
Because
because
we had
everybody would
so
sneak
much
back
fun.
there.
So much fun. The best thing he ever did was give me Maureen to
Yep.
the jewelry room. And the first day she came into work,
Yeah,
I
first day
said,
she
would
came into work.
you help sort through this military
This is
stuff?
before we're even together. When we're talking about
not
here. Yeah.
knowing her background. And most people just throw it in boxes. She went and it was labeled, it was tagged, it was phenomenal. Everything was described. And I looked at her and I go, how do you know all this stuff? And she goes, well, I know it. And also there was a book
There's a book over there.
And
Use the
what employee did we ever have that used like a research book to tag things?
Nobody.
Nobody. And I said, keep her. I said to Joe, she's a keeper. I love her. She's fabulous.
Oh, we had so much fun. in
Yeah.
it.
It was a great date.
No, I know. It was fabulous.
It was a
I
great
know.
date.
It was.
No, it was.
We went to the Met.
We went to the Met.
We went to the Met.
And walked
we
around
walked
New York
around.
City.
He actually took me out for a dinner, which then after that you didn't feed me for months.
Yeah, I guess so. We did.
Used to give
We
me
had a great
crackers.
lamb. We had a
Crackers.
lamb.
Crackers.
I had lamb at that restaurant in New York City. It was great.
Yeah, then you fed me crackers.
I did fight.
It's a
it was
running joke. If
crackers
you ever
for
hear
6 months
Joe will
after
say
that.
to me in the middle of the day, I'll be like, "Yeah, you've earned your crackers today."
I did used to say that. Yes, I did. Say that.
He would, because he'd only feed me crackers.
Cheese on a good day. Cheese and crackers.
But yeah, no, we had a lot of fun in that jewelry
Polly want a
room.
cracker?
Yeah, right?
It was Crackle Barrel cheese too. It was good
my
cheese.
God.
Cracker Barrel cheese?
Yeah, good cheese.
Anyway.
You really splurged.
It was the
Anyway.
good. It was the good shit.
No, we'd have a lot of fun
That
in
room?
that jewelry room, and Jill and I
Jill?
sitting there waiting to run. Tommy would have to tell us where to go because we weren't paying any attention.
No, we were having
Jill
way
and
too
I were
much
just
fun.
goofing off. Oh, we
You know what I remember the most? That estate in New York, that the woman,
I know
she
exactly
had
where
the
she's going.
storage unit.
What are we talking about? The date
The-
after New York?
No,
No,
no.
What?
the estate from New
The
York.
Oh, the estate from. I thought
the
another
woman-
date from New York. What are you
no,
talking
Joe's
about?
deaf.
Now, the woman
Excuse Joe. He's a little deaf.
in New York in the apartment who had the storage unit at the end, and she stored everything in black garbage bags.
Oh my God! No, I don't.
Wait,
know.
you know.
I know.
Okay, so you would
Yeah, Erica
get
came in on the very last end of
Yes, the
that.
bags would come into the jewelry room and we would unpack, and basically you would pull out
Yes.
like a Tiffany bracelet and then a dirty diaper.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then a half-eaten Pop-Tart.
No.
Yep.
And
And dirty underwear.
dirty underwear. The best we could figure out is anytime she needed to clean,
She would just
dumped everything.
Dumped it all in there.
garbage bags, and then
Yeah.
had us pick them all up.
When I tell you, we found amazing things.
Amazing.
Covered in poop.
No,
No,
it was in good condition, but it was just imagine you wore it once and threw it in a bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
She was an interesting character.
She was definitely
That's a nice way
interesting.
to
You know
put
what's
it.
you know what the worst part of that pickup was? We're in the middle of Harlem, and she was African American, and she collected racist stuff. She
Black- yeah.
black memorabilia.
Memorabilia.
And so we took the black memorabilia and we bring it all down.
And Big Al's. in
And
the back
Big
of the
Al, who
truck.
was working for me, he's loading the truck, and I keep bringing down like there's artwork and stuff, but it's all black memorabilia racist. And he's got it on the side
And
of
he's
the
just
truck in the
leaving it
middle
right
of
out in the
Harlem.
middle of the street
I'm
in
in
Harlem.
Harlem, and it's all laid out in Harlem, and we're a bunch of white guys.
Five
standing
white
there with
guys
this stuff,
picking
and
up-
I'm like, what are you doing?
Five white guys
You're gonna get me
picking up black
murdered.
memorabilia from Harlem, and he's just laying it out all in the middle
It was
of the
like
street.
Bruce Willis in Die Hard.
I was just going to make the reference. and you
Oh,
took it
there you
from
go.
me.
That's what it was. It was like Bruce Willis in Die Hard,
Yes.
and I'm sitting there going, dude, would you at least
Could
turn it
you
around?
on-
We put a moving pad
Put it on
over
the
this,
truck.
It was at that day Joe lost his black card and was and was never invited to the barbecue again. So he had to make his own.
No, that's when I started wearing shorts. So, but I'm just saying, my God, I'll never forget that. But you're right. We had this big, and we sold that for years.
Years.
2 years. right?
Years, at least 2 years of her stuff.
Listen, this is put it in perspective. I mean, it had to be at least 50,000 worth of clothing.
Oh yeah.
I think it was at least 50,000 worth of clothing because there was
Designer
$20,000 in clothing
Yeah.
that she never cashed the checks, and then finally 5 years later she
called us
contacted
during the
called up.
me and wanted the
pandemic.
money.
It
You
was
know?
like,
Yeah.
I lost my checks.
I
I'm
lost
like,
my
oh,
checks, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a shock.
And I'm like, you lost your checks, and and one
They're
was
probably in a black garbage bag.
and it probably are.
Exactly.
One check was for like 19,000 and change, and another check was for like 8,000 and change.
How do you
Use those.
misplace
And-
that?
Oh, I couldn't
And I'll never
misplace it.
forget because I was all aggravated because I was like, I just went through the divorce. We just went through changing accounts and everything else, and I'm like, dude, how can you not have $26,000
Yeah,
worth of checks?
Yeah.
that was a go back years and balance the checkbook.
Oh my God,
and
yeah, we did. I went back and balanced
figure
that
everything
checkbook.
out, and
It was crazy.
yeah, right in the middle of the pandemic too.
But that was when Jill became an auctioneer.
Remember that?
Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
when I-
Jill, Alfred was taking too long, I guess, one day to start a clothing sale.
something like that.
And Jill used to separate all the clothes. Oh, she was hilarious.
She was.
And so she's waiting, and Alfred was just taking too long. So I walk into the back room after saying, I don't know where he went. And Jill's standing there with the mic going, 5, 7.5. Do I have 7.5? $10, 10 in the back, 12. I swear, because that's how she talks.
That's
Yeah,
how she talked.
Yeah.
And yeah, oh, I miss Jill.
I like
I
Jill.
know.
And
I
she,
miss
she
Jill.
had the Bodnar last name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a Bodnar, but not related.
Oh, hey.
The kitty cat has
hey.
joined us. Good morning, kitty. Yes, good to see you. But yeah, no, that collection was quite interesting. Took years to
That
sell
was.
and everything. That was quite the thing, and that came from Harlem. That was a Harlem
Right.
job. But yes, I was 17 years old. And I was working for A&E Auction, and that is where I met you. And I do remember you holding the babies there.
Yeah.
You used to come with your husband and bid on stuff, and you were always sitting there. And I remember you used to come to yard sales of mine.
Oh, your yard sales were crazy.
Yeah, my yard sales were crazy.
He advertised, Maureen, these yard
Yeah,
sales
this is true.
5 a.m. And
3 a.m.
Cat didn't
3
know where to go.
It was 3 a.m.
was it 3 a.m.? Because I thought
Oh no,
the first
you're right. 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I advertised
start
as 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
and people would show up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And you know who
Yeah.
would show up?
Garage sale?
Sherry Levine and Andrea Sandler.
okay,
Those
got
two would
it.
show up at like 3:30 in the morning. Swear to
Because
God.
at first I'm like, it has to be a typo. Who has a yard sale at 5 a.m.? And the first time I pulled up and I saw him, I go, oh, makes
Oh,
sense now.
makes
I got
perfect
it.
sense.
Perfect sense.
Yes,
Like, what is it? What's a Bodnar yard sale like?
crazy.
Massive.
Crazy,
Yes.
Like,
massive.
Like, what do you like? At one of
Everything.
everything.
So back in those
Everything.
days, I did a lot of house cleanouts, and we would take the better stuff for auction, and then things that weren't so great for auction, I would just tuck away. And then my father has a house in Somerset with a driveway that could park, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vehicles wide coming down you could park 20 vehicles in this driveway. So imagine me loading up a trailer, bringing it out, and dropping it all. We would start at 11 o'clock at night, and we would drop all the boxes and set up about 35, 40 tables of stuff. And I would, I know, she's looking at me. It's no different from what I'm doing now, the craziness. But so the
same
craziness of the
thing.
auction, imagine.
Just outside.
It's the craziness of a yard
Yard
sale.
sale.
But no
And-
yelling.
But I would do like
He would, though.
3,000.
I have a feeling.
I do
Would you
3,000 or
do the
4,000.
Yeah.
And I was fair. I'm sure you would say I was
Oh,
fair.
absolutely.
I would be given deals because a lot of customers that would come to the auction would also come to here, and I'd be like, just make a pile, we'll make a deal, and I'd be like, okay, $200 for the pile, $100 for the pile, $50 for the pile.
You still do that.
I do still do that. Yeah, that's true. Once a year we have a
Yeah,
yard
you
sale
do.
here, but not to
Definitely
that
not
scope.
35 tables.
I do have an observation. This does sound like hoarding with extra steps.
It might be hoarding, but I'm selling it, so that's
Christian,
not technically
I love
hoarding
you.
if I'm getting rid of it, right?
You always collect more. Always and forever.
Yes, you want
and
more.
that's how we stay in business.
It's not balancing the scales if when you remove items from the scale stays the same.
Yeah.
Well, that I agree with.
You know?
Yes.
Scale
But I- you know, I-
100% the same.
I see value in everything, right? Yeah, you have to admit I see value in everything.
See, that's the thing is I totally understand the mindset too, because if I had it my way, I'd be collecting so much stuff.
Right.
It's bad.
It's great.
It's my dad's fault.
No,
straight up.
Nothing wrong with that.
But at some point, you have to draw the line.
I can't let it go.
Let it go.
No.
Let it go.
No.
Let it go.
Shh, copyright.
Sorry.
Letting. No.
Get rid of it.
But so used to come to my mega Bodnar yard sale,
Yep.
which was crazy because I really would. Alan would help me with that. Alan would always be there. That's how he got involved with the yard sales. But so we would start at 11 o'clock at night. I'd be set up by 3 in the morning. The neighbors would all be coming with flashlights because they'd think I'm nuts. Especially the next door neighbor to my father thought I was crazy.
You
It's-
are not.
But let me guess, they found some cool stuff, didn't they?
Yeah, of course. Everybody
that's
would
what I
buy
thought.
something on
Everybody
me.
finds something cool.
Yeah, no, and then whatever was left would go in the dumpster at that point. So I would like collect all the things that I thought, just like I'm doing now in the back in the shed in the back. But putting stuff in the back, and then boom, and then flush it. But and I remember you came to one of the yard sales, and I said, "Why don't you work for me?" I think that's where I hired you, right? Is that how that came?
No,
to be?
it was in the Ukrainian Center.
Okay.
I was browsing box lots, and you came over and said, "Why don't you work for me?"
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah. What am I doing?"
Right.
And helping sort out the box lots, pull out stuff. The first time I worked, though, the first time I came, oh no, I remember. It was after you said that. You said, "I buy the employees lunch. I buy snacks, and I said, "Do we get nap time too?"
Yeah. I was used to say to Janet, all we need is a cot in the corner, and we're
Do we get nap time?
That's
done.
where, that's where Darren
Nap time
got
now.
nap time.
Darren got nap time.
Darren definitely loved his
Yeah,
nap
Darren
time.
definitely had nap time in the back here. But
Yeah,
yes.
you treated us all very well.
Well, thank you.
The first time I was unpacking boxes, there was a girl there. I don't remember her name. She was from Staten Island, and she would sit in a chair, and we're unpacking boxes, and she would be, "Could you pick that up for me? It's heavy."
Do you remember this? Oh, you weren't around.
I wasn't around that,
No,
but
you
Janet and
weren't.
I have talked about this
I
many
don't remember her
times.
name. She didn't last long.
No, she didn't last
Nah, she
long.
didn't
And
last
I would
long.
hand her something and think, "Okay, no problem. Oh, could you reach that for me?"
Sounds like my daughter. Oh my gosh.
She sat in a chair the
Yeah.
entire time
Get that for me.
and wanted us to hand her stuff.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, this one's got to go. My first day, this one's got to go.
That's fine.
I can't remember her name.
Was it Donna?
That sounds about right.
I
think
think
is
it might
Donna.
be Donna.
Donna, if you're listening, don't come back. No, but I
Joe means it.
Yes.
I don't. There again. I don't really fire people. I don't remember. Did I fire her? I must have.
They,
I
they
probably didn't
escort
ever-
themselves out.
I probably didn't ask her back.
Yeah, I think
ask her
something.
back.
I probably didn't.
There's
a lot
been
of
a
people.
few people
Well, a
that
lot
have
of
been
people.
fired.
I fired a few people, yes,
Yeah.
but
did
that
fire
was
the
one of
Steve?
the ones that didn't work out. No, she
Yeah,
wasn't good.
she didn't work out.
I forgot. Yeah, I used
Or-
to actually go to ShopRite or Food Town and buy lunch meat. Remember, I used to buy.
Yeah.
We used to have lunch meat lunches, and I'd go there and get. I need 3 pounds of roast beef, 5 pounds of ham, 3 pounds of this.
Oh,
5
and then it
pounds
turned
of that.
into ordering food.
And
Then it turned into
and-
ordering food.
Then
Then it-
ordering food, and then one day, because I was doing the orders, I tallied it up,
Oh,
and
my
for a
God.
week at the auction,
Yep.
he spent $1,500 on the employees,
on food.
Just
on
on
food.
food,
And I
yeah.
said, "Do you spend that much grocery shopping?" He goes, "No." I said, "This needs to stop."
It was getting out of control. I mean,
Yeah.
it was. There was
Well,
a time
it
it was
was-
$1,500, $2,000,
I
$2,500
get it
just for
with-
food.
With the guys who are unloading and stuff, I never had a problem with you buying them food and stuff. But when you started telling people, okay, lunch, you figure a sandwich, and people are ordering shrimp parm dinners,
Jeffrey.
and getting
there's a
getting
couple
these
people like that.
massive platters so they can bring
That's
it home.
excessive.
It's
No,
like,
no.
all right, you're taking advantage
Taking
of my
advantage.
boss. Stop it now.
Yeah, no, that was a hard thing for me to break.
Oh,
Even-
I remember when all that went down.
Yeah, no, that was a hard thing to break. I mean, I
It took
felt bad.
teamwork
I
to
felt
break
bad.
it.
It did. Janet and I banded together, and then Joe threw me under the bus and right
did?
into the. Yeah, you stopped buying the employees lunch,
Oh.
and in the same meeting, you had them. You told them they were going to start checking in when they got in and checking out when they left with a certain someone.
This was before we were even together. Then you're
Yes.
talking. Yeah, this is before we were even together.
I was to keep track of everyone's
Yeah.
in and out time.
Yes, you were.
Which royally
go very
ticked
well.
off certain employees.
Yeah, no, it ticked
Oh,
off
yeah.
some people. Yes, yeah, that's true. Yes. Oh, but you did a great job. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Well, my God, yeah, no,
Looney Tunes.
I supplied food for a very long time, but that's such a tough call because it's like it's appreciative, but at the same sense, it becomes a major liability.
It was, yeah.
Money wise,
Money-wise, it was so much.
it was something crazy when you think about it. It's like almost 20, 50, 10, 12, that's 12, 24, 36, 40. That's like $42,000 a year, $50,000 a year in food. I mean, that's insane when you think about it. You had over 12 auctions or what have
We
you.
always pay you for DoorDash now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We always pay you back.
Right.
Yeah, no, we changed it all up because it got to a point where it was
Yeah, this is going
Can you
back like
imagine
11
the
years
food
ago.
today?
Oh, no.
my God.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it'd be crazy.
Yeah, no.
I know it'd be
Can't
crazy
imagine.
because I know what it is because what it adds up on the credit card.
Yeah.
It's expensive. No?
Very expensive.
It's very expensive, But that was a tough thing. Then I would. That's why I cook. It's cheaper. I need a kitchen. Whatever auction hall we get, I need a kitchen too. So in between auctioneering, I can go and serve food and cut and cook, and then I'll go back and auctioneer, and then I'll serve some food, and we could auction off the food or something like that. No, I don't know. Can you imagine that?
That would be interesting.
I always
No.
thought about it. I always thought about having a drum set up there and playing drums while I'm auctioneering, and hitting the cymbals and hitting the gong. I have a gong. I do have a gong.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have a gong at the auction.
Yes,
I still
on
have
the
it.
stage.
Yes,
Yep.
I had a gong on the stage like the gong
Oh yeah,
show.
you did.
Yeah, no, but it was like if the crowd got too rowdy, which they always did, there would become a point where everyone's starting to talk and it would get too loud, or I would hit the gong and shut everybody up. Or if something was going too cheap and I was like, it's a $200 item and I'm stuck at $20 and nobody's paying attention, I would hit the gong and be like, pay attention, guys, and it would wake everybody up.
You need that on your soundboard, a gong.
I would love that. I would love to have a soundboard that has all these different sound effects. You know, the soundboard I got is a shitty Chinese one that only has 6 things: clapping,
Machine gun.
the machine gun,
That's my favorite.
right, the laughter.
Yeah.
I only got 6 things. In theory, I know I can do it. I just don't. I haven't done it yet. But I would love to get queue up a couple different things. You could probably get a program for this. I could probably actually ask you to do this, but I would love to have a couple of songs. Because you think about it, when I'm selling now, I'll be going through my iPod to get that one Star Wars theme, or wait, when we had the rock and roll, and I'll go and I'm looking for the song. Oh, Beatles. Okay, here's this one.
It just sounds like you need a DJ during these
I
auctions.
do.
Yes.
DJ,
Like
what?
not even for just music, like just for sound effects already. Just drum roll,
DJ
please.
Joey B.
That's it, DJ
That's
Joey
it.
B. That's
his
when did I say
name.
that? When was that? About a year ago?
Yeah,
I was like,
DJ Joey B.
DJ Joey B. Man,
That's his alter
I
ego.
don't disagree. I mean, I like
thought-
Paulie D. It's the same thing. You know, he's from
multiple
Jersey. I'm from
personalities.
Jersey.
I
Hey,
thought his
there it
alter
is.
ego was John Ball.
Maureen, I know
I
the
know.
basis of my next beat. It's going to be great. I'm just going to steal that audio clip.
But yeah, no, I love it. Yes, I forgot where I was, but that is true.
You know what? Okay, you know what? I don't know how else to segue to it, but I just figured I would ask you guys because you guys have been the experts here.
Sure.
I have an item, and I was curious to know if this is something that I should hold on to.
Okay.
In terms of, because now you guys, I'll be honest, you guys got me thinking about hoarding crap again, and I'm like, this though, I think I should. So I
is it?
worked on the last day Freehold Raceway was in operation.
Oh, that was just a couple days ago,
I was
like a week ago.
I
2
was
weeks ago.
working someone was shooting a movie while they were doing the last race. And I
Okay.
was working the movie. So I got the program, their very last one, apparently.
Right.
Is this going to be one of those things where maybe I should hold on to this? Or is this kind of like, it depends?
Well, it depends. But what I think. Oh, see, now I disagree
curious.
with
I
you.
don't
I
know.
think so. Freehold Raceway's been around for like 150 years. Is it-
170.
Yeah, 170 years. Think about that. 100. Have any of you been there? I've been there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Have you ever been there?
Mall.
Tracy? The mall.
Oh,
What the hell?
No, the
mall?
actual raceway.
The actual race.
You never been to see the horses?
Oh.
Have you been to the horse races there?
No.
Time
No?
for
You know, I'm probably lying.
We
I
went
think
to
when
Monmouth.
we went to Monmouth. I think when I was a kid, my grandmother used to take me there when I was little.
I've been there. I've bet money there.
That was the first time I'd ever went.
Really?
On the last day.
It's a lot of fun, actually.
It was a cool time. I felt bad because I was like, well, this is going away.
Right.
But like it felt, I think because we were also like filming it and I was doing sound.
Right.
It felt monumentous because it's like, oh, this is an institution in this area.
It is. Now, I think when you're looking at collectibilities, things of that, yes, it'd probably become worth something. Is it worth something right this second? I don't know.
I'm not assuming that.
No,
Hey,
but I
just
think
Don't
one day.
handle it
If you look
anymore.
at
It's sitting in
Playboys,
my backpack. I'm sorry.
if you look
Stop
at
touching it.
Playboys, and we
Stop
go back to
touching
the
it.
nudist here, but if we go back to Playboy, well, Playboy, they're really not nude; they're all dressed. But at any rate, first Playboy worth a ton of money when Marilyn Monroe was on it, and surprisingly enough, the last Playboy we sold in that collection did okay. I mean, it didn't do great, but it was better than cover price, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Right? It was
better than cover price.
It was definitely better than cover price. So it was
Cover price is what, $4.95? Better than $4.95.
Yeah, exactly. No, I don't know. I think it's probably more like $10, really.
just kidding.
But I think the last Playboy though we sold brought like $30.
$30.
Yeah, $30, $40. So
Yeah.
in theory, the first and the last I think would have value. Yes, I think when you're looking at sports programs and things, I think it comes down to who was in the races or somebody. So what if there's a horse there that is coming in for the lead, and then 10 years from now is the
Triple Crown.
Triple Crown or something like that? Then it has potential. So I think my feeling would be yes, I would keep it.
He's a hoarder, though. Remember,
Exactly.
I see value in
Makes
everything.
you a
I don't know.
hoarder,
I
Christian.
realize the issue in asking, but now I'm just like, maybe I will keep it.
Yeah, I would keep it. I think it's cool. I think it's a
trying
neat
to pull
situation.
you.
I mean, you never know. I mean, look at even if you look at the last auction, we just came off our first sale of the year, our Brooklyn estate that we were talking about that we picked up in Brooklyn, and it had its ups and downs, and that was a rocky sale. I shouldn't say it was a rocky sale. Before the auction, very concerning. No pre-bidding was happening. It was very scary. We went into sale day, and nobody was pre-bidding. It was very nerve-wracking. And then came sale day, it did fine. I thought the prices were really good, And with that, I mean, if we go back 100 years ago, they would be like, "Is this Dresden going to be worth money someday?"
true.
What do you think they said? They probably thought no.
No, because the lace breaks off all those little dresses.
Isn't that the fucking truth? God. Oh my God! You know what's funny? So if you look at that last sale, we had all that Dresden, and that was probably the largest collection of Dresden we've sold as one big collection in years. I can't remember the amount having like 85, 90 figures from one collection. There's two I put together that were broken, and that was the top lot of those Dresdens.
Really?
That brought $800. Yeah,
Wow.
there was one lot I estimated at 50 to 100, and both were broken. I think one was missing fingers, the other one was totally re-glued or something like that, and that's the one
It
that
had to
brings
be.
800.
It had to be
Wow.
early. It had to be like super early.
Exactly.
Something like obviously we just didn't know. But
And that's one of the benefits of the auction because
Yeah.
you never know. I mean, that's something like, we all look at it, we could all evaluate it, we could all have different opinions, and then our opinion don't mean nothing because once we put it on the auction block, it's going to bring what it's going to bring. And two people saw it online, looked at the photos, and it's smoked. What's surprising to me this past auction too is and it was interesting, and I don't know how to make this better, but the conceptualize the size of things online. I think that's an issue with the online sales. Very
It's
difficult
hard.
because if in this auction, what surprised me, we had all these big urns and beautiful monumental urns that were like 3 feet, 4 feet big, and this and that. And they brought nothing, absolutely
Right.
nothing. But I feel like in person, people would have been like, damn.
it's a look in person, but all the people that did buy it, most of them, I would say 80% went to local pickup.
Right.
Why? Because it's heavy
And
and,
expensive
big
to
to
ship.
ship. That I
But
think
even
that's
though-
the only like pro and con from an online sale is when you get big things. It's almost like a double-edged sword. Like they're really monumental and big
conundrum.
and beautiful for us. But then if you live in California or you live in England or if you live in Texas, it's going to cost you a lot. $300-400 to ship something 3 feet tall.
Right. And that is the issue because you came in and you
I
were like,
came in, I know the description said monumental. I didn't look at the size. I walked in the room and was blown away.
Yep.
right.
I was like, I never even monumental. I'm thinking this big, not that big.
Right.
Monumental means monumental.
I think Erica should have stood next
I
to
know.
A reference.
Yeah,
You need
for
a size
reference.
There we go.
For
I'm like
scale.
4 feet tall, so
Well,
3 footer.
you're a permanent staple on the on my catalog because you have done that.
I have done it. I have.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of the pieces of art we sold.
Yep.
I had you stand
Yep.
next to it.
Yeah.
For
I was near a
perspective.
totem pole once. I was near artwork. Yeah.
Every fur
Need
coat.
a tall person.
Fur,
I'm
yeah,
available.
every fur coat.
Every fur coat.
I had hives for like a week, but I did it.
She's allergic to
I am allergic to fur, but I put on
Everything.
every fur coat. I'm not kidding. I had hives all over. I'm like, I'm doing it for you guys.
Right. No,
I
but
wore that necklace once.
yeah, you were. You've
Yeah,
been
you've been
online
on-
too.
yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
tried that
Nice.
on the last sale, like before we mail it back to them.
Oh, you didn't hear. Were you in the room?
Was I in the room?
No.
Were you
her.
in the room where
The reason
room where it
we
happened.
haven't heard from the jewelry people.
Oh.
They're in the middle of the fire and they're in an evacuation zone.
Yeah, that is true.
So she said she'd get back to us after everything.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, I
They're good.
can't even imagine.
I can't.
They're going to be looking to buy stuff. We'll be shipping a lot out to
We're
California
going to
soon.
be sending them.
I mean,
stuff.
Yeah.
did you see them homes? That's
I
unbelievable.
can't. I don't even want to.
I mean, my God.
So
I mean, when
sad.
you look at that, it's like it's total destruction. I mean,
It's totally
Shout
apocalyptic.
out though
It's so
to
scary.
Kevin Smith, whose house was spared. Did you see his?
no,
thing?
I did see his post. I didn't go through it all, but no.
It was coming up over the hill. He left thinking it's
That's
coming
it?
back to nothing, and they managed to put it out.
Wow, that's
Nice.
great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
It
crazy.
hasn't been fun. My sister's out there, so I'd like pins and
Right.
needles.
Right.
Yeah. We're waiting to hear if
That's
she's gonna hop on
scary.
a flight. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's total
Right.
craziness, man.
It
I
is.
mean, these natural disasters are unreal. I mean, I've been in houses that have had a fire and taken stuff out, and it's unbelievable what it looks like inside a house when
Yeah.
there's a fire,
The destruction.
and the destruction and how it. And even there, I see value in that. I would take a fired house. I've done that. I have.
We had a
fire
woman
sales.
once.
Some of the stuff from Brooklyn. It
Right.
was
Some of that was
some
in
of
a
the
fire.
things
We had a
were
woman
in
once
fire.
called up and she said, I have a nice couch. I'd like to sell it. I said, okay, great. Send a photo. She goes, well, my house had a fire and it didn't burn the couch, but it's still wet from the fire hoses.
No, we can't sell that.
No, we can't sell that one.
But it's amazing to me. You know, I've been through the houses through fire, but through the different hurricanes that we've had, just the destruction that comes through with water damage and
water's-
Right.
going into these towns after something like that happens is unbelievable. And then you get the
heartbreaking.
looters. I don't know how they could be looting out there. I mean, everything is totally burnt. And how can you go out there and loot somebody's shit after you
They
totally
lost
lost
everything.
They lost everything.
I hope you walk out with 4th-degree burns.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Really,
it's unbelievable.
honestly, they're the worst people.
It's unreal, and our hearts go out and prayers go
Oh,
out
for
to them.
sure.
And it's not over.
Did you see the scale analysis that they just did?
I was looking at some of that.
They said that the amount of acreage that is burned and is still actively burning surpasses the size of Manhattan. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
I believe it, and it's still going on. This ain't done yet.
Right.
That's what's even crazier about it.
I know.
That's totally nuts. But fire damage is quite interesting. I've been through some of those, and it's amazing how some of these places like Servpro and stuff could actually turn things around,
Right.
and fix that, you know. But even with the stuff we're coming up next, you know, on in February 13th is the actual auction date. We were just photographing all that. Some of that's been through
Some of those
damage.
prisms, like you could tell, like the paintings
Right.
around the edges, like, and just the texture of the things. Like if it was in a fire, something damaged, like you could feel it.
Right.
Like when you touch the
They had like a
It's like
minor.
ashy kind
dirt.
of
It's like
dirty.
it's dry, but it's not the same kind of texture as, you know, not burned. And some of those prisms, they were like melted.
Yeah.
Like they were misshapen.
But yeah, there was definitely some water damage, and they had a small fire, I think, in the store in the back half. It's real interesting because, you know, we took stuff from the whole place was a hoard. Now there's a true hoarder, but at any rate, we took place out of that hoard, and parts of it you could see where there was damage, and some things were not damaged whatsoever because it was all the way on the other side of the building. So, but I think. There's definitely some great stuff coming up that we just photographed as far as that's concerned.
Yeah.
Have you ever had something come through where you were like, where if there was a fire or if it was a part of something where there was a fire, you're like, holy crap, I'm so glad this survived because like this is going to bring a huge value to the family or something like that. Have you ever had situations like that?
Right. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't recall anything like that. What I just remember going in and really amazed on the fire damage. It's amazing. Fire has its own. Even when we sit here and I look at the fireplace, this is what goes through my head. I'm like, it's a living, breathing thing. You know, it really is. It's a living, breathing thing, and it has life, and it could really just. You know what I'm saying? But as far as finding something that was like, oh, Saved by the Fire, I can't think of anything like that.
Or like afterwards, you know what I mean? Like you're just like, oh, thank God this survived. Like,
Yeah,
that
no.
kind of deal.
You're right,
I
right.
haven't seen too many fire things. The only thing I can remember is the bobbleheads.
bobbleheads.
We had like boxes of bobbleheads.
Yeah, we
from
did.
a fire.
You remember what I'm talking about? We had all, but we
yeah.
still sold them and they did okay.
Yes.
But they were just like a little. Some of them, it really had a smell of fire.
Those did, and he had the other stuff clean.
Melty.
Yeah, a lot of the other stuff was
They weren't
saved.
melty. They just had like soot on
They
them.
had
Like some of the stuff.
he had a lot of Mustang things. It was a
Do a horror
collection.
flick with
He
that.
had a lot of Ford Mustangs, so I was very happy that a lot of that survived because I'm a Mustang girl.
He was his Mustang is nice. When
Yeah,
he
that
comes in.
thing
He
was
has a
hot.
badass Mustang.
Wait, what year?
It was like 68, I think, something around then.
He collects
I love
Disney.
cars.
He had Disney items. We sold stuff from Disney
Yeah.
items. Yeah,
I just remember some of the stuff was like he was like, "This is the fire section," and some of the things had fire damage, but like we were still able to salvage
Little
some cool
melty.
things.
I'm sorry.
A little melty, a little squishy.
A little squish.
It's just a little squishy,
Little droopy.
little blackened. You know.
Cajun.
Why does that one
Crispy.
bobblehead look like Sloth from the Goonies?
Exactly. No, exactly. I guess we really haven't done many fire damaged places. I could, a lot of times when something's been through a disaster or something of that nature, I'll back it off, or I might back off the situation because, it's like people ask, has this come from a smoking home and does it smell like smoke or does it have it like that?
It's hard to get the smell out.
Collectors take prone to that. They want it from a clean house or a clean, stable situation because when you think about it, mold, water damage, fire damage, all that devalues some of the stuff.
Oh my God, I actually have a story for that. When I was collecting vinyl for a little while, I found this dope little lot of records for like $50. But going through it, I was like, that's a $200 lot. I'm gonna go pick this up. And I was so excited because the pictures, it was all cool stuff. And then I get there, and the second I open the box, just cigarettes.
Ooh.
I was like,
Yeah.
it ain't even worth it.
Nope.
Right?
It
No.
was so
It just
Yeah.
permeates
just awful.
through
Gets
everything.
does.
Yeah.
And I always wonder, like, too, if that also like messes with the quality of the vinyl, like itself after a while.
Who
Sure.
knows?
Because they were older records.
Right.
Sure, it leaves a residue,
So
and
I was,
it would.
I was
think so.
mad too.
Right.
And I should have known when the dude walked out with a cigarette in his mouth. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
But I've turned down an entire collection just because I was like, that smell, no.
Well, that's happened. I mean, we did a doll collection.
This is where Christian walks out.
I'm walking out with you. Take me, please.
We got these horror movie instincts. We're right. We got this. We out. We're done.
We did this doll collection. Absolutely crazy. It was a an older woman, and she was absolutely had $50,000 in her house.
Oh God! Yeah.
Now that's a hoard. There was a hoard there. All right, you couldn't even
just
walk. I couldn't get through the
justify
front
it.
door.
I was just
Right.
I beamed at you. He's
She had.
the
Justified.
When I tell you,
Justified.
she had, I think, 200
nothing.
doll houses in her.
Okay. You had to
And
walk.
the one that
Sideways.
smelled. The one
Oh
that-
yes,
yeah.
that one.
You had to walk. So this is the one that Tommy had his heart attack on.
Yeah.
Tommy
It
had a
actually
heart
killed
attack.
Tommy. Well, he's not dead, but like it almost
The
killed
owner,
Tommy.
the owner fell, and the ambulance
She
took
was
her
the
away
one.
as we
Yeah.
were
Okay,
taking
that's
the shit.
who I
we
thought
had to,
it
we had to
was.
like break in through
She
the
was on the
window the one
front.
time.
Cement.
This whole this doll woman. Oh my God.
Were they haunted?
They probably were.
Just like that one doll you unpacked from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I didn't like the look of her.
She's not haunted. They're dead. But we
Was it from the Jim Crow collection?
No.
No, not at
No,
all.
I'm not even kidding. Like that's what those items are kind of called. Like
Right.
there's weird fascination with that stuff because I think Whoopi Goldberg actually opened a museum of just that stuff.
Right, right.
And I think
Really?
somewhere in New York, yeah.
Wow.
So I wonder like where stuff like that ends up sometimes. I'm curious if like,
Right.
anything of that
Right.
probably went there.
No,
if it was
the-
as big as you were talking about it, I'm like, that sounds interesting.
So we went in, we took a load, and the house there again was so hoarded. There was holes in the roof.
It was leaking,
It was
raining
leaking.
on us.
It was moldy in there. But
Is
I
it
was
Brownstone
trying.
in Harlem?
I was no. This
This
is
was
a
like a
different house.
farmhouse.
This was a
Say
farmhouse.
less.
And we took a load, and I told myself, oh, yeah, it'll be fine. And we got it to the auction. We unpacked it, and you could smell it at the building. So I didn't take a
not
second
fine.
load from
No,
it.
we did. We
did-
took another
Oh,
one.
I took another, but not after we unpacked
I'm not a
it.
hoarder.
So we took 2, and we were scheduled for another one, and you let the last one go.
And the
Thank
last time I
God.
let it go, right?
You were just like, nope, the smell. No,
It was
I'm good.
too bad.
I
mean,
let it go. See,
yeah.
I can let it go. You guys say I can't.
Nobody sing the song, okay?
Okay.
But I did let it go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thanks for joining us. It's been 1 hour. Can you believe it's been 1 hour?
No, I can't.
Already?
Oh, it is. Yeah, the hour is done.
Wow.
We appreciate you joining us, and we hope you join us again. Follow us at bodnarsauction.com on Instagram, Facebook. Check us out every other week here at Bodnars Bids and Banter. Thanks for joining, guys.
Thanks.
Bye. Take care. Hey, Joe Bodnar here. Thanks for watching the show. Hope you enjoyed that show. We'll be watching every single month here at bodnarsauction.com, or to follow us at bodnarsauction.com on Facebook, Instagram, or check us out at bodnarsauction.com. Thanks for joining us. See you next time on the podcast.